We are north of the border in Toronto, and the retractable roof is closed for comfort. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Toronto Blue Jays.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And, guys, I want to focus on the guy on the mound because he brings gold to the party, and I can't say enough how crisp and how effective a defense plays when the pitcher can field his position. There's nothing better than a pitcher who can help himself in the field.
Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball.
Hitting off for the Yankees, center fielder number 25, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Travis fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and Ellsbury's the ground out victim to open up the ball game.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's batting .500, 6 for 12. He's also hit 3 home runs. Here comes the first pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Pierce looks up. And this one is gone, a home run. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. First home run of the campaign for him as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Hey, you come out of spring training feeling pretty good about your swing, and how about this? Your first at-bat of the year, kaboom! This could lead to a very big year. First at-bat, home run, not a bad way to start.
Batting third.
Into the box now, Brett Gardner.
Brett Gardner.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar's there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth. Third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Miguel Sano. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot that time for Miguel Sano. First home run of the campaign for him. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Batting fifth.
In now, Adam Duvall.
Adam Duvall.
This one's also hit well. Deep down the right field line. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. Adam Duvall leaves the yard with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Into the box, Carlos Correa.
Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. Correa, who's sometimes called Show-Rea. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Yankees are out in front, 3-0. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gap or with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
Luis Severino is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
200 strikeouts on the season last year. That's not an easy thing to do. You definitely consider this guy a strikeout pitcher, and if he brings the same stuff that he had last year into this new season, we could see more than 200 strikeouts 2 years in a row.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like, and this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
Settling in now, Kevin Pilar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. Started that swing a bit too early.
0-1.
Changeup in for a strike. Popped him up. Castro waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second, second baseman, Devin Travis.
Stepping in for the Jays, Devin Travis. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's got a 3-for-7 line. First delivery to him on the way. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
0-1's the count.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Travis is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. So it's a backwards K on the changeup that time. Devin Travis becomes the second out of the bottom of the first.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Josh Donaldson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Freezing on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Still down 3-0. Standing in, Gary Sanchez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 8, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Here's Starlin Castro. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. He also has 1 home run. First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High and deep to right center. Grichuk sprinting after it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Batting 9, first baseman.
Digging in, Chris Carter. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Ranging back is Pilar to the track. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Anytime the ball is hit that hard to deep center, you know it's going to be a tough play. The center fielder gives chase, but it ends up coming off the wall, and by that time, you knew it was going to be a triple.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through into center field, base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Runners on the move for second. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Gone! All rise, Aaron Judge. A two-run shot. His second home run of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their fourth big fly of the game.
Matty V, Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. Fourth round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the...
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's Miguel Sano. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
This pitcher must think he's cursed or something. He gives up back-to-back homers, is obviously rattled a little bit, and the next batter barely even waits for the first pitch to cross the plate before he crushes it out too. This is incredible.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Joe Biagini enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. Into the box, Adam Duvall.
Yeah, that last at bat, Matty, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there, base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. Richard is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Yankees 8, the Jays nothing. Here's Justin Smoke now. Previous history with Luis Severino. It's been pretty good. 5 for 12. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, designated hitter.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Solarte. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup over the inside corner.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Hit hard to third. Sano is up with it. And there are two away now.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Here's Steve Pearce now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike. Bases are empty here with two men out. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Back with Major League Baseball on the show as we welcome you back to Toronto and Rogers Center. Ready for another chance? Starlin Castro. Past history with Joe Biagini. He's just 2 for 9.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't.
Belted high and deep into right center. Richard looking up, and it's gone. Starlin Castro has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Here's Chris Carter now.
First baseman, Chris
As he
Carter.
can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at bat. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. So the 9-hole hitter comes through with the base hit, and that brings up the top of the order now with nobody out.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Into the box now, Jacoby Ellsbury. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Grichuk is there to put it away for out number 1. On to first, a double play. Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Judge. Past history with Joe Biagini, an impressive 4 for 7.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. The relay, and the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. Batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
Here's Brett Gardner now. He swings and lines it to left. Pierce is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. We played 2.5. Here's Randall Grichuk, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. A ball and a strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Count is 1-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. And this is fouled at the plate. Hit on the ground out to short. Correa is right there. On to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here. 2 away. Russell Martin now. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gardner is there. And that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Miguel Sano as we begin the top of the 4th.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Sano will head for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
In now, Adam Duvall. Bullet back up the middle. Pilar patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Here's Carlos Correa now.
Carlos Correa.
First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Richard racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall.
Man, that's got to be a base running mistake right there. But taking a look at it, I guess, in his defense, he had to wait to see if the ball was going to be caught. By the time he saw it get down, the ball was already on its way back to the infield.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. From the stretch. Line drive base hit. And the second run will score as well.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Here's Starlin Castro. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Here's Chris Carter now, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. The second for 1 on the smoke. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. Next to bat for Toronto, Kevin Pillar. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. And that's out number 1. Stepping into the box, Devin Travis. First time up, he went down looking. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Devin Travis. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Devin Travis goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Digging in for his second at-bat, Josh Donaldson. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail in this one 11-0. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. First offering on its way. Hit hard up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the opening day he wanted to have, unfortunately. First pitch on its way. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. His third home run of the ball game, as this lead got even wider.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in the baseball game.
Here's Brett Gardner now. This is line to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it. Bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Here's Miguel Sano as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Hack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Boy, talking about being an impact guy in today's game, that RBI base hit right there gives him 3 RBIs on the day, D-Row.
Yeah, I remember sitting on the bench talking to Chipper Jones. He wanted to always put a biscuit in the basket. This guy's got 3 of them.
Stepping in now, Adam Duvall as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Standing in now, Carlos Correa as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Ranging back is Pilar at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away. Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Drilled on the ground to short. There to field it is Tulowitzki. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees lead it 13-0. Here's Justin Smoke now. We'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
A shot down the first baseline. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
In now, LATINOHEAt7799's. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. Sanchez is after it. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Here's Steve Pearce now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Next for New York, Starlin Castro. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Skied into straightaway right. Richard moves over. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Chris Carter.
Stepping into the box, Chris Carter. He was a double play victim last time around. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Carter will head for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jacoby Ellsbury. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Liner toward right center. And this is run down out there in right center as the runner tags from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
The right fielder, number 99.
Aaron Judge will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Into the box, Brett Gardner. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. The Yankees lead this one 14-0. Now batting, Rendell Grichuk, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Tries to dump this one out to left, and that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Grichuk gets his lead at first, nobody out. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
1-1 the count now. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's going to.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check, but this one's pretty much over, 14-0. Danny Barnes comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results. Than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing. And this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His third home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Now batting, designated hitter, Adam Duvall.
Stepping in now, Adam Duvall. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Comes set with the 0-1. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues. This has almost been a superhuman performance from this lineup. 10 home runs in the game. When's the last time you can remember a team knocking that many balls out of the park?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, Devo, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy,
he swings and crushes it. Oh, my, there is no doubt about this one. And they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot here for Carlos Correa. First home run of the campaign for him as this lead got even wider.
Well, this is amazing right here. 3 home runs in a row. I've actually been a part of a similar situation sandwiched in between Rafael Furcal and Gary Sheffield back in the early 2000s. What a moment. All the boys are going nuts. For 3 guys to do it, it's pretty special.
Lifted in the air to center. Pilar is there, and he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Yankees.
Stepping in, Starlin Castro. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground to third. Donaldson's up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
Standing in, Chris Carter. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. He's set and the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Line hard into left. That gets down and the inning continues.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, Dero. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even know it's where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Here's big Aaron Judge. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. And he's looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game. Down the third baseline. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Looking up is Pilar. Gone! So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His 4th in the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, there are good days, and then there are great days. When you hit 4 home runs in a game, I think you can say that's a great game. This has been incredible to watch.
John Axford enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Into the corner and slicing foul. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Here's Miguel Sano. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. The runner scores from second, and he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Man, have a game, why don't you? With that RBI double, his 5th run driven into the game, he came to play in this one.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall, as he hits one on a line to left field. Pierce is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Yankees lead it 21-0. So striding forward now, Devin Travis. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Behind 0-2 now. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Tired a bit as he reached the 7th, but he's got a shot at the victory if his bullpen can help him out. Aroldis Chapman comes on to pitch from the bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Donaldson awaiting the 1-0. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. Lifetime line against Chapman. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats.
He might want that pitch back. Up and away, that's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Ready for another shot now. Justin Smoak, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. From the stretch. Changeup messed up his timing for a swinging strike.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. And as you can see, they are way behind. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. First home run of the campaign for him as the blowout continues.
The batter, number 13, second baseman.
Here's Starlin Castro. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get on past Tulowitzki. It's a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
Here's Chris Carter now. Now Carter with a big swing as he lets this one high in the air out to deep left field. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him as this lead got even wider. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. His career line against John Axford. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Hit hard back up the middle. There is Travis. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
So standing in, Aaron Judge. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark. But a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a solo shot here to left center field, his 5th in this game as they just continue to pour it on here.
That's it. I'm out of here. 5 home runs in one game. That's insane. A couple of things I know for sure. He needs to buy a lottery ticket on the way home for the ballpark and keep his phone on at all times. Cooperstown should be calling.
Jake Petrichka comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Petrichka. The batter, left fielder, Brett.
Here's Brett Gardner now. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, the batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Standing in now, Miguel Sano. Big swing by Sano and a ball sent to deep left field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitch you like and you just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
Into the box, Adam Duvall. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made. And here comes the runner from third. In to score the runner from third.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Now at the plate, Carlos Correa. And he's trying to make this a 5-hit ball game for himself right here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Richards there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But they get the long ball working here as they club 3 home runs in the inning on their way to putting up a 6th spot. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees lead it 20. Next will be the designated hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Here's Steve Pearce now. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And he misses there, 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Randall Grichuk, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him, 1-2. Two and two. The 2-2 one more time. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Ellsbury is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Blue Jays go down in order, and they remain well behind. At the plate, Gary Sanchez. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
Yeah, now that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scrape on his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless. Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
Here's Chris Carter now. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His 6th of the game as the blowout continues.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Here's Brett Gardner now as he rips it on the ground to second. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th. The Yankees are out in front. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a changeup right down the middle. Lifetime line against Chapman. He's 0 for 5 to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
Russell Martin now. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Pitch on the way. Sliders in for a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one. Hitless to this point. Hit down the line at first. But this will get foul for strike 2. Final strike for the Blue Jays. Hit out towards second. Castro has it. Throw on to first. And the Yankees move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
30-0 the final this afternoon. New York scored in every single inning on the way to victory. Luis Severino gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, permitting only 1 hit in 6 complete innings. Marcus Stroman was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. Aroldis Chapman takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Rogers Center this afternoon, 50,516. The Blue Jays thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.